Hi guys, my name is Danya Davis and I am a part of group number 2. In this video, I will be elaborating on all of our assigned axial joints and how the articulating surfaces of the bones meet together to form these specific axial joints. So looking at our skeletal system from the posterior, let's turn this guy right here. Let's first locate our first cervical vertebra. Zoom in a little. So highlighted in blue, we can see C1, also known as the atlas. Here we could also see that it is superiorly articulated with the occipital bone of the skull. And together, these two form what is known as the atlanto-occipital joint, which consists of a pair of condyloid joints. For those of you that were not aware, the atlanto-occipital joint is a synovial joint, and this joint allows an extension and flexion of the neck. To put things in perspective, it allows you to nod yes. Here's what it looks like from the lateral view. And here's what it looks like from an anterior view. Now let's go back to the posterior view. So immediately inferior of our atlas, we can find our second cervical vertebra, otherwise known as C2, and also recognized as our axis. You can see it here highlighted in blue. The inferior articular facet of our atlas, highlighted in orange, articulates with the superior articular facets of our axis, and this forms the atlanto-axial joint. This axis has an unusual feature known as the dens, which is right here, and it articulates the atlas in the anterior arch. The atlanto-axial joint allows you to rotate your head from side to side, in other words, to indicate no. This is what it would look like. This is what it looks like from the lateral view. And this is what it looks like from an anterior view. So as we all know, the spinal column has a total of 23 paired intervertebral joints, whereby each vertebra has 2 superior and 2 inferior articular processes, which are surrounded by an articular capsule. Here we can see the lumbar region of our spinal column. The inferior articular process of the upper of any 2 joint vertebrae forms an intervertebral joint with the superior articular process of the lower of the 2 vertebrae. So you can see here, we have the 3rd lumbar vertebra, and immediately inferior to it we have the 4th lumbar vertebra, which are joined by their articular processes, which contain articular facets. Here we have the lumbar intervertebral disc, and as many of you guys already know, distinct variations are seen in the orientation of the articular processes in the different spinal segments, reflecting the varying mobility requirement for each segment.